Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is an exciting one. I'm going to be trying out the Friends and Revolution eyeshadow palette. This is the Limitless eyeshadow palette, the big one. So this is the look I created today using this palette. I used this for the first time today. I'm going to be talking more about this palette and showing you swatches. So if you want to jump right to the tutorial, I'm going to insert a timestamp down here so you can just jump right to it. So this is the packaging. This is how it comes in. Behind there is details of each shadow. Some of them are pressed pigments, some of them are just eyeshadows, and it's in this thin sort of packaging that normally Revolution eyeshadows come in. So this is how it looks. It looks exactly like the director's cut thing. It's so nice, and it says the one with the eyeshadow palette, which is so cute. This is how it is on the inside. I love how it looks, and it's got a really huge mirror, which is also like really amazing. I would say you could get really good neutral eye looks with this because it has more neutral shades, though it does have some pops of color like Phoebe over here. Ross is a nice green, Emily, Ursula. Other than that, mostly they're pinks and browns. There are not that many colorful shades. It's a really good palette for everyday use because you can get really nice neutral everyday looks out of this palette. And it comes with three shadows in the center, that is Ugly Naked Guy, Mr. Heckles, and Estelle. These three can be used as face highlights. I used Mr. Heckles today on my face. I think it's really pretty. It's a nice shade, though it does emphasize my texture a little bit. So overall, today was the first time I used this palette, so I just used a couple of shades, as you'll see further. They're not my most favorite shadows to work with. Some of them are a little difficult, but I don't know, I've not used all of the shades, so I don't know how everything works out. But yeah, the ones I used today, few of them I liked, few of them were a little harder to work with, so I wouldn't say it's extremely beginner friendly. Also, since they're pressed pigments, today I went in with like a concealer as a primer, but I think it would work better if you used like a proper eyeshadow primer, which is a little tacky. I think the eyeshadows would stay better then. Probably I'd use it like that the next time, and maybe it'll work better. So now I'm just going to insert a few swatches and then we can get on with the tutorial. So I've already primed my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and now I'm going to go into the shade Carol over here. There is a lot of kickback with this palette, but I don't really mind that. I'm going to take the shade and put it basically all over. I'm going to use this as a transition color. Then I'm going to go into the shade Palo, and I'm just going to concentrate this on my crease and a little bit on the outer edge. It's a nice chocolatey brown, one of my favorite shades, though obviously I did not like him on the show. Then on a flat shader brush, I'm going to take the shade Janice and just put it basically mostly all over my lid. So this shade applies better with your finger, but just for the purpose of a base, I'm just going to apply it with the brush for now. We will go over that. Going to blend that out. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Mr. Gallo and just concentrate this on the outer V. This shade for me was the hardest to work with. You have to really build it up. Bring it slightly into my crease. Now I'm just gonna use my finger and just intensify Janice. Ends and lastly, I'm going to get the shade Glitter. It almost comes off as a glitter. It's really nice, and I'm just going to pop it all over, just to give it a little bit of a sparkle. Now I'm going to take the shade Ben. Use it as a brow bone highlight. Now I'll get started on my face before I finish up the eyes. I'm going to prime using the E.L.F. Prep and Hydrate Primer. I'm going to use the Sephora Care Natural Foundation in the shade 31Y. For concealer, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me and my Tarte. To set my concealer, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild pressed powder. Now let's finish up the eyes. So I'm going to use Palo all over my lower lashes. And a little bit of Mr. Geller just on the outer corner. Now I'm just gonna apply some liner and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm gonna curl my lashes and apply some mascara. Today I'm gonna be using the Kiko Extra Sculpt Volume Mascara. You can totally go in with falsies for this look. I'm not a huge fan, so I just went in with mascara, but yeah, this would totally look good with falsies also. Now to finish up the eyes, I'm just gonna apply some inner corner highlight. I'm gonna use a mix of Ugly Naked Guy and Mr. Heckles. Now to finish up the face, I'm going to bronze using the E.L.F. Fiji matte palette. I'm going to use the blush in the same palette. Now to highlight, I am going to be using Mr. Heckles from the palette. Not bad. I like it. It's not too much. It does emphasize my texture a little bit, but it's not bad at all. Ugly Naked Guy would definitely be too light for me, and Estelle would be too dark for me. Now to set my face, I'm going to be using the Morphe Luminous setting spray. Now for lips, I have the Friends Makeup Revolution lip gloss in Ross, but I don't know if it'll definitely not go with this. They didn't have any other shade, it was all sold out, so this was the only one I could get my hands on. Let me swatch it for you. It's definitely a really pigmented gloss. It's like a hot pink. The best part is it has cute little monkeys on top, like Marcel, tiny Marcel. This is how it looks. It's definitely too hot for this look, so I'm not going to use this today, but I will let you know how it is. I'm going to use my Catrice lip pencil to line my lips and go over it with a dose of colors, liquid lipstick in the shade Cork. You can totally leave it like this, but I'm just gonna top it off with the Fenty gloss in Fenty Glow. So that's it for the look, guys. This is the finished look. That completes this video. I hope you liked the look I created. It was really fun to try out this palette because I'm such a huge fan. I was super excited for this release. I can't wait to get my hands on all the smaller versions, the Monica, Phoebe, and the Rachel and everything. So let me know down below if you want to see me try different looks with this palette. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!